everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Parts of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we're looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars Snowspeeder. Now, the Snowspeeder is a huge fan favorite. Its actual name is the T-47 Airspeeder, and this made its on-screen debut in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, when the Rebels were modifying it to work in the cold atmosphere, and also the iconic Battle of Hoth. Now, for the length of this ship, it's 2¼ inches long, which is pretty good. Now, this ship did come packaged with the AT-AT, which is a nice model as well. And if you missed that, I'll put a link in the description below so you can check it out. However, we do have a lot to look at. We're going to look at the mold, the paint, put on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. Alright, starting this review off looking at the mold, I must say, this is a nice little model here. Beginning with these two things here, we have our blaster cannons. Very cool, very detailed, some nice little lines and doodads on there. Sick. Then we come right down to the main section down here. Very nice with all these details and lines. Pretty cool. Now right here we have our canopy / cockpit for a pilot and a gunner in the back. Very nice. Look at all the lines. Really cool. They even added little lines here to show where the canopy would open up. That is awesome. They didn't even need to do that. Now coming to the back of the ship, right here and right here we can see these little lines extending where the paint is separated. Those should be the, I believe they're called the mechanical braking flaps. I always called them air brakes when I used to play the games and whatnot. But the mold is there. They just don't open, but pretty nice. They put the detail in there though. Now right back here, we'll start with this big section there. That is basically the engines and the thrust and everything like that. Very nicely done. We can see some great little details in there. Especially right here. Pretty cool. Now we have this little part right there. That's for when they fire their harpoon gun. It detaches from here. Like seen in the movie. And speaking of the harpoon gun, this little circle here is where the harpoon gun should be. But there is no gun. It's basically flat. And I saw that and I was like, come on. You went with the detail to put a little crater in there. Like the gun could sit in there. But they didn't do anything. They could have just molded a gun in there. But it is what it is. It's not too bad. It just, you know, there's nothing there. Now on the bottom of the ship, just look at all this great detail. Nice lines and panels. Fantastic. And I like how we have all these angles. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like the Snowspeeder. It's very angular. Even though it's white and tan and dark gray, and on some speeders anyway. It's very stealth and compact looking, and I like it for that. Now on the bottom here we also have 3 rivets holding it together. Copyright crap, our stand port right there. Just a fantastic job. So that does it for the molds. So now let's take a look at the paint. Now looking at the paint of the Snowspeeder, I think Hot Wheels did a decent job. First color up is the main color on here, which is a nice light tan. From the laser cannons all the way to the bottom of the ship. Everything's there and I think it looks pretty good. Second color is orange. Very nicely done. We can see some lines in there. Pretty cool. We have our ZZs on the side of the speeder. We have it on the front. And also we have like a little tiny decal of it right there. Pretty awesome. I think they did a decent job with that. Now the third color is a nice light gray right here in the front. We have a dark gray in the back. I think that came out neat. And then finally we have a glossy black covering the canopy for all the windows. And I think that is pretty sharp. And I must say the paint on here is very clean. There's no drips or anything. I think it looks very nice. Well, maybe a little heavy there, but that is nitpicky. Like, look, very clean, very nice. Awesome job. So now that we looked at the paint and the mold, let's put this bad boy on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. Now, just like most Hot Wheels ships, comes with a cool stand. We can see the Rebellion symbol on here. Just peg it in the port like so. Hear that click. And you're good to go. For size comparison with the Hot Wheels Snowspeeder right here, we have the Hot Wheels X-Wing. Nice ship. We have the Hot Wheels AT-AT, which comes packaged with the Snowspeeder. Nice walker. I like that one a lot. Very iconic. And then lastly, we have the Hot Wheels Millennium Falcon from the original trilogy. Great ships all around. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars Snowspeeder. Again, this ship is 2¼ inches long, which is pretty nice, and it first featured in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. The Snowspeeder has always been an important part of my childhood. Not only because it was in The Empire Strikes Back, which I would watch on repeat on my VHS, but also games like Rogue Squadron, Shadows of the Empire. It was one of the first ships that I could pilot using my controller and looking on TV, and feel like I'm flying it, and for that I do have a close connection with this ship. But I must say, back to the model, that Hot Wheels did an amazing job. Pros of this: the detail is fantastic. Now, I'm not going to lie, I know I sound like a broken record. I think this would have been perfect with some sort of wash on it to fill out all these fine details they put in there and really make this bad boy pop. And now for the paint, I think it is amazing. Yes, it could have used a black wash to help with the detail. My God, you know, the lines and shapes are perfect, especially on the canopy, the Z's, the orange going around the engine section and the braking flaps. Really awesome job there. Now you also get that stand with the Rebel symbol on it, which unifies it in the collection, which is good. And that's basically all I have to say for the pros. Now for the cons, you forgot the Harpoon Gun. Like, holy guacamole. The Harpoon Gun is one of those iconic parts of this ship. You know, they took down a walker with it. And the last con is price. Now, usually you could get a single ship for about $4.99, up or lower, depending on where you go. However, the Snowspeeder and the AT-AT have been released together in two 2-packs. One with the new stands, which I have here, and one with the old stands, which I never bought. Now, like I mentioned in my previous review of the AT-AT, which comes packaged with this, it came in that 2-pack, and it was around $15 and change. The 2-packs are hard to find, especially in my area, so that's all I have to say about that. So if you're looking to buy this ship, they say you could find it in Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, and all those other stores that you can find these at. But I would strongly recommend checking Amazon and eBay and other internet sellers and shop around. See if you could find it cheaper. Like I said, I got mine for around $15-something. See if you could do better, save yourself some money. So I recommend this for anybody who's a fan of the Rebellion, for the Empire Strikes Back, or the Battle of Hoth. I think it is a nice ship and well worth your money. So that's all I have to say about the ship today. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, hit that like button. If you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.